Hello, and thank you for joining me once again for the latest installment of The Vault. My name is Julie Fry. I'm the curator here at Stan Hywet Hall and Gardens. I want to thank Tom McKenzie, the tour service manager, who stepped in and delivered some really interesting content about the domestic staff that lived and worked here at Stan Hywet Hall during the 40 years it was owned by F.A. and Gertrude Seiberling. So this season we are going to focus on restoration. So I thought what I'd start off by talking about for this Vault session is the different types of restoration that we underwent here. The first being preservation, and that is when you have an object that is older and you have a lot of the original materials, and instead of trying to replace anything, you actually just work to stabilize what you have and preserve that original aged appearance. So there is an example here in the reception room of a settee that's covered in a 16th century tapestry that was designed by Hugo Huber, the Seiberling's interior designer, and he used that tapestry as upholstery material. So that's not something that we can really replicate or replace. So we work to just preserve that material as it is. The second type would be restoration, and this is when you have a lot of original material, but maybe there's been some loss or some things are missing, and so you can work with a conservation team and they can use that skill set that they have to then replace those materials. For example, if something has flaking paint or some missing items, those can be recreated to return that item to its more original appearance. And a good example here in the reception room is the small table lamp that has a painted metal base. There was a lot of paint loss on that base, and the conservators at the ICA Art Conservation in Cleveland were able to put that back and really return that lamp to a better example of what it would have looked like when the Seiberlings owned it. And the final way that we have done restoration at Stan Hywet is through reproduction or recreation. So a lot of original materials, silk curtains, upholstery fabrics just haven't lasted this 106 years since the Seiberlings first moved in 1915. So we have gone back and used those original patterns and worked with fabric companies to have those patterns recreated in original silks and linens and cottons, and we can put them back up so that they resemble exactly what the room would have looked like in 1915. So many of the chairs here in the reception room have been reupholstered using some of those newer upholstery and curtain materials so that they better represent what the furnishings would have looked like in 1915. So I hope you are all able to come to Stan Hywet for the 2021 season, see all of the restoration efforts that have taken place, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So thank you for joining me once again for The Vault, and I will look forward to talking to you again next week.